Today I have a tiramisu cake. It's not hard to make as you might think. Let's start with a cake layer. It is a genoise cake and made by 5 ingredients: egg, granulated white sugar, all-purpose flour, and baking powder. And because this is tiramisu, we add some espresso using Nescafe 2 tablespoons. And if you wanna learn about genoise sponge cake, you can watch my video. Then the next one is the coffee. This is for brushing. 2 tablespoons of Nescafe again, of 150 ml water. Mix it together. We are going to brush this into our sponge cake. Then for the frosting, I have 1.5 cup icing sugar, 3/4 thick cream, and 450 grams of cheese. Okay. First, guys, we are going to mix our cheese, icing sugar, and now we start mixing our cheese and the icing sugar. And some people, guys, they sift the icing sugar before they mix into the cheese. And to remind you guys, there are no raw eggs in the cheese frosting as it is in the original tiramisu. And I never added as well a strong coffee to the cheese frosting. To enhance the coffee taste into the cake, I going to brush the strong coffee into our cake, because we could not soak also the cake layers as much as in coffee as you do it with lady fingers, isn't it? Then the whipping cream also, I add also whipping cream. Why? To make the frosting lighter and texture. So this is my purpose why I add some whipping cream. Okay, and look at that, guys. When I start putting the whipping cream, it's become lighter. Did you see it? Look at that. So we need a lighter textures of frosting. Okay, that's great. Doing very well. And look at that. We're almost there. Yes, done. Now mix the coffee, the espresso with 150 ml of water. Then keep stirring until well dissolved. And we leave it aside. Okay. Just leave it there. Then we start assemble the cake. Here we go, our first layer. Now we start assembling the first layer. So cut off the edge of the cake layers to create a flat surface if needed. Then place the first layer in the cake turner or plate. If you have a cake turner, use it as easier to frost cakes with a cake turner. Then start brushing the cake with a strong coffee. Take note, guys, the more coffee you use, the more intense the taste will be. But it will also be wetter. Less coffee leads to lighter coffee taste and drier your cake's layer. So guys, I use 150 ml with 2 tablespoons of espresso coffee or Nescafe. This is, the best balance of coffee taste and consistency. Because if you add more, your cake might be leak. Then they could not stay longer stand in the fridge. So your tiramisu cake is not successful. Make sure also that you spread every layer of the cheese frosting evenly. That the cake straight. Use the last third of frosting to level the cake and frost outside. I use most remaining frosting for the top to level the cake. I just lightly frost the sides of the cake because I love naked cakes. Yeah, it's look very, you know, when you see a naked frosting the side, you feel that it's not heavy, the cake. Okay, you might want to serve more frosting for the side if you want. So here we go, guys. Another brushing. It's up to you if you know what you are wanted for to make your cake. It's up to you, but for me, I giving you an advice because how many times I make this tiramisu cake. So I experience a lot of things that what gonna be happen after when we are making this cake. Okay, we don't need a very dry cake and very wetty cake. So look at that. I'm just brushing the last layer. Okay, just keep watching and you will learn. Guys, this is how it looks like, our frosting. You can see that, guys, it's look naked, very thin. Then I start putting the frosting on top, the decorations. Just put it all over the top, the remaining cheese. Okay, or if not, you will not put the top, you can serve it together with the cake. If those wanted to have more cheese. Okay. Look at that. Okay. Little more to go. And you are going to, you know, spread this or sprinkle with some cocoa powder and sweeten. Okay. This is after chilling, guys. Okay, after I putting the roasting the top, I put it in the fridge for almost 3.5 hours or overnight if you wish. Then I bring it out. I start putting the unsweetened cocoa powder. Look at that. I spread it all over because this is already cold or from the fridge, so it's ready to serve. Then this is optional as well. I add some decorations, a strawberry. I arrange also on top to look more excitement. Okay. If you want to put a fruits or anything on top, just leave it. And just because I have some guesses to serve this cake, so I put a little bit, you know, maybe attraction. Okay. And look at that. Then again, I sprinkle some, of course, a cocoa powder. So here we go. Our tiramisu cake is done. Look at that. Looks so beautiful and yummy. Then it's ready to serve. We transfer this into a serving tray. Okay. Love it. Perfect. Okay, look at that, ready to serve. My cake, my tiramisu cake. Anyway, you can, the remaining this one is you can put in the fridge. We cannot store this in the room temperature because of the cheese frosting. The cake would not last long. Here we go, ready to serve. Tiramisu cake, made it easy and yummy. So don't forget to subscribe. Vil99, the baking tutorial.